Today I review the LaPassione PSN lightweight jersey. Hello legends and super legends, welcome to Veloharmony. Having already reviewed the LaPassione jerseys in the past, I wasn't planning on reviewing the one that I recently decided to try, but something happened during the ride that just made me realize I had to introduce this to you guys. Those of you who watched the last video that I made while I was on the bike, based on Robert's suggestion about, I think I titled it, how to know, when you're tired, how do you handle being tired on a ride or something like that. You may have noticed I was wearing kind of a mesh looking orange jersey. I did not wear it with a base layer. I just had to have the base layer on here for this video. But what happened was, since I didn't plan on doing a review, I just put the jersey on, went for the ride. I had been tired over the weekend, so I took off like Monday and Tuesday. And then the third day after my day off, I was still a little tired when I made the video. But I forgot to unzip the jersey. When I put on my jerseys, usually, especially new ones, I always zip them up to make sure the neck is comfortable. Well, I had done that with the jersey and then just went for the ride, made the video and everything. And I get back home and then I realize I'm about to take off the jersey, and then I realize I hadn't unzipped the jersey. And it's like 33C during the ride, which is like 90 something degrees, 93 degrees or something like that. And that's what prompted me to do this review, because during the ride, the jersey was zipped up. I was so comfortable with the jersey, I didn't need to unzip it. Those of you who watch the group rides, all the jerseys I wear, I mean, they're not all lightweight jerseys, but like even the featherweight jersey from Rafa. On the last video, I wore wasn't a copy jersey, the kind of a light pinkish looking, it's kind of an odd pink color. But anyway, I had it unzipped to cool off after my effort on the overpass. Now, I didn't do as hard efforts as I did during the ride with this jersey, but I've gone on rides at, say, zone 1, zone 2, where I needed to unzip the jersey at 33, 32C. And I just forgot that this thing was zipped up. So it was so comfortable that I did not even need to unzip it. I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't need to. But then I realized during the ride, what I did experience was the wind would go through it and out the back, and I could feel it during the ride. I've never owned a full mesh jersey. This is the first one, so I'm sold. Let me introduce you to the jersey. This is the LaPassione. They call it PSN. They have different things like a Camus. They have their classic, similar to Rafa. They got different things. But it's an Italian company. You can see the little Italian flag. One thing about the Italians, they love their flag, which is, I think, is really cool. But the entire back of the jersey is mesh. Let me turn it around. Okay. The pockets are not. The pocket is Lycra, of course, because they wanted to be strong. The pockets are not very wide, but they're very deep. They're very tight. I could not put my large Waterford kit in here, but I could put the Rafa 2 kit. That's one of the reasons I got 2, not because of this jersey. Rafa makes jerseys also like the Aero jerseys, where the pockets are smaller as far as the width of the pocket. You don't want to force it. So I have 2 patch kit containers. I have a smaller one, it's more of a wallet size, and then I've got the big one, which went in here. I tried to put it in here before I left. It would not fit. I did not want to force it. I used the smaller one. So it took the smaller one and my pump. And I will put it on so you can see I will put them in there. But what I want to show you before I wear the jersey is that the side of the jersey, I don't know, this looks like basic, the same material that's on the pockets. You see how they're white? And they're just solid Lycra along the side. So you got mesh in the entire front and mesh in the entire back, other than the pocket area. And then at the bottom of the pocket, they've got mesh. similar to what Rafa does on their flyweight and on their classic flyweight jerseys, as well as the pro team. The sides are regular Lycra. The arm is regular Lycra, both arms. So the arms, the side, and the pockets. Inside the pocket, the mesh extends about maybe a third of the way inside the pocket. And then they got that. So let me turn this. So they've got third of the way mesh inside the pocket, and then regular Lycra inside the pocket. I'm sure there's a good design reason. It's probably for durability because we put a lot of stuff in there. So you've got the mesh from the back going down to here inside the pocket, and then regular Lycra the rest of the way, then mesh down here. And what I did notice was that the stitching is reinforced. I was a bit skeptical about the fact because it's sewn into the mesh, so that, I thought maybe it's a weak area. And so I kind of looked real closely at the stitching. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I did not want to even force the larger tool kit that I carry in other jerseys. It wouldn't be fair because this pocket width, the bigger tool kit extends that much over. That's just it's not going to fit there. And that's the same thing on the Rafa Aero jerseys and the Pro Team Aero jerseys and so forth. Even the Aero suit that I had, their pockets are narrower. This is a lightweight jersey. So what I did was slipped it on. I've since washed the jersey, hung it up, and it dries quickly. The other thing I'm going to show you before I get into what happened on the road was down here in the zippered area, they've got a cover. They made a flap of the material that the zipper is covered on the bottom. And I have had occasion with other jerseys, it didn't matter who made it, all the other jerseys I have, to where after a while being bent like this, you get scuff marks on your nice shorts. And I'm sure that's why they did it. So this level of detail is rivaling the top guys. And when you go to their site, what LaPassione does is they show their price, and then they show the top guy's price. And they don't say who, but we kind of know. And then they state that they're not sponsoring anybody, any teams or anything. And I guess that's where they're saving the cost. And so they're not doing any major marketing, so they sell it directly to us. But this feature of covering the zipper will protect your shorts. Zippers have a tendency to rub on the shorts when you're down in the riding position. That's what I've noticed on some of my shorts. So let me talk about, besides the fit, the air while I was riding, I was so comfortable that I forgot this was zipped up. I left the house, because this is how I put on new jerseys, just make sure the neck is comfortable before I decide to use them. Because once you use the jersey, it's just not fair to try and return them. I downsized based on their chart. When you look at their chart, my chest size is like 106 centimeters, which is like 42 inches. But the jersey they have, 42 on their sizing, I'm in the middle. And then the waist of that jersey was bigger than my waist. I hate the waist of my jersey being big because that affects how my pocket's gonna sit when I put things in there. So I went with the jersey size. This is a large, which was smaller than my chest by maybe an inch. I figure it's a stretchy material, it would be fine, and I was right. But by choosing my waist size in the jersey, it's spot on because I love my jerseys to be skin tight. But if you're somebody who's big bone or whatever, then go with their sizing. If you're thin and wiry or athletic, then you might want to go down a size because you want to go with your waist size in the jersey. For the shorts, you just do your waist size, you'll be good because you got those straps. But for jerseys, I like the waist to be tight. When the waist is not tight, then you get that little sagging when you're riding. Those of you who saw the group ride last week when I attacked on the overpass, my pockets were full. I had the big Weatherford. Let me show you what I had. I had this in the back of the Rafa flyweight jersey, the copy jersey. This is not small. I don't put the phone in here anymore because I've got 2 tubes in there, my pump and my multi-tool and all of that in there. So it's heavy. If I put the phone in there, it's just very bulky. So I don't put my phone in there anymore. But this is perfect when I'm doing long rides, especially solo rides. I carry this because I got everything in here, patch kit, boot, all of that, and 2 tubes. So I know I'll be able to get home. That's what I mean. So this was in the middle pocket. That's what you saw with that raised thing on the Rafa jersey. But anyway, what I'm trying to get to is when the jersey is not tight here and you load up your pockets, when you move, they move. And that's when they're uncomfortable. I've had people on the channel ask, you know, is your jersey uncomfortable because you carry stuff in there? Or when you carry stuff in there, that's what makes it uncomfortable if it doesn't fit your body. That's important. So I ordered my waist size in the jersey and it's spot on. I love the arms. They're a little long, just like the new trend. But what I found during the ride was that by the time I realized I had not zipped this down during the ride, I was on the way back home. I was almost home. Then I started to feel the breeze because I live south, because I go north to work out, and I was coming back south. So I was coming back into the wind. I could feel the wind going through the mesh and going out the back mesh. I've never had that feeling on any zipped up jersey. Usually I get that when I unzip the jersey. So I was just blown away, and that's why I had to make this review. So if you live in a humid, hot, dry, whatever, you're in Arizona, Vegas, whatever, Malaysia, Thailand, you need to give this jersey a try. Okay. I don't know how else to put it. I like this so much. I contacted LaPassione. I sent them an email. I explained to them about the channel. I explained that I've done reviews on the products before, and I would be doing another one. And I'm trying to get some kind of collaboration to where maybe they will give a code for the subscribers on the channel and so forth. And so I've already sent that in, and the guy said that they would get back to me. I sent it into the support, and they forwarded it to marketing because they don't have a marketing contact on their website. So I just contacted the support email that they had in there. And to their credit, they said they would reply within 24 hours, and they did. So I'm trying to get some kind of relationship between the channel and them so that hopefully I can get even more products from them to introduce to you guys, because I'm also interested in their bibs, their socks. You know, I got a pair of socks that's red from them. It's solid red, but it just, the feel is really rugged and solid. It feels good on your foot. So they're making really good stuff, and their pricing is about, let me put it this way. A comparable jersey like this, full price at Rafa, is around $180, $185. With LaPassione, it was $93 US. So that's almost 45, 50%. And the quality is comparable. The fit is comparable. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. This is the one. This is the bag that I use. I have 1 tube in there and some other essentials, and it has a place for like your ID and money and change. It has compartments. I got this from Rafa. They call it an essentials kit. And this is what I use in jerseys that have smaller pockets. I just put that in here, and my pump can go on the side in the same pocket. It fits in there as well. Let me get it. So my mini pump, my Topique, I put the head down just on the side of the bag. So I try to minimize how many pockets I use. And it just goes in and it disappears. You can see that, okay? Because the jersey fits my waist, it's tight. That's what you saw, those of you who saw the group ride. It doesn't matter what jersey I wear. I make sure all my jerseys fit here. Now, some of the Rafa classic jerseys, they put string down here that you can even pull and make it tighter. But this jersey has an athletic cut. So if you're somebody who is more into classic fit jerseys, then get your size based on your chest. It will be nice and comfortable for you, even though they say it's athletic cut. But since I like my jerseys tight and I'm a little more tapered, that's why I went down a size and took my waist. So if you're not, take your chest size. If you're slim and so forth, take your waist size, which means you will go down and you sacrifice a few inches up here, because this jersey will fit you skin tight. I have a base layer under there. That's why you can see the orange on the orange, but it's a mesh. It's somewhat see-through, not too bad. They have other colors like blue, they have white, and some of those are more see-through than even this orange. The orange was not see-through without my base layer, but the reason I'm mentioning this base layer is because I will be doing another review on this base layer. It's made by MD. I like the fact that it's orange. So when I wear it in the winter or in the spring with this jersey, because our winters here, it starts out cold and warms up. You won't even know I've got a base layer because the color is the same. That's why I picked that. So it's there, but it's the same as the jersey. So I'm going to stop there. The jersey is a keeper. It is just well made. And I am just wowed. Okay, they call it the LaPassione PSN lightweight jersey. They have it in gray, blue, whatever. Now be careful when you go to their site. The PSN line is like what they call it, a specialty line. They have PSN stuff that they make, PSN shorts, PSN jerseys. Then they have other things like they call the check, the camo or whatever. Just like all the other vendors have different classes. There's almost like comparable to, in my opinion, the Rafa Pro Team is like the LaPassione PSN. Okay, so I hope this helps some of you, but I had to introduce you to this jersey. I am hoping that they take me up on my request for us to collaborate. Hopefully I can get some discount codes or get some kind of relationship going. If not now, maybe in the future. But these are the kind of vendors I want to bring to the channel to where the pricing is very, very good and the quality is high. So you can't go wrong with these guys. So hope this helps some of you. Get your K's in because I will be wearing this Saturday. It's a keeper.